Welcome to the Be Lucky podcast, your home for sharp insights and smart betting. We don't just give you tips, we teach you how to think like a pro. We'll dive deep into the form, uncover hidden value, and share strategies that can give you a real edge. Please like and subscribe for more racing insight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Be Lucky Boxing Day podcast. Yes, we're looking at 3 grade 1s today. Only grade 1s that need to apply now. A bit of housekeeping. You would have seen that the Daryl Carter Racing and DC Network have introduced the panel members that are going to be on the Cheltenham Festival panel at Fratton Park on Friday, 20th of February. Doors open at 6 p.m. Our host, the main man, Matt Chapman, is going to take the reins of the evening. Myself is going to be on the panel. Andy Holding, the guru of speed figures, is going to be joining us. And Stephen Derbyshire, the Twitter sensation at the moment, Stephen Derbyshire, SD, you may well know him as, is also going to be joining. And we're going to have live call-ins from trainers Henry de Bromhead, Ollie Murphy, and the excellent Ben Paulin. So if you want tickets, please do check the description below. The tickets for the Cheltenham Festival preview evening at Fratton Park, where we're going to be having a few beers. There's a bar on, there's food on, and everybody is welcome. And all money goes to the Injured Jockeys Fund. Please do click that link below in the description for the tickets. Also, you may have noticed that the DC Network website, dc-network.co.uk website, has had a bit of an upgrade. We've had a team working in the background on the mobile version, so that should be much easier for you to use now. There's a lot more things that are open for free as well, so do go and check that out. And the Patreon has been very quiet. The Patreon and the DC Network are linked together, so if you sign into your Patreon, you'll have full access to the entire website. Jesus Christ, that was a bit of housekeeping. Right, we're in 2 minutes already. We've got to get stuck in. Boxing Day is upon us. Jesus Christ, what good racing. I am buzzing. King George looks spectacular. But first, calm down. But Sir Gino is back. Yes, we're looking at the 155, the Christmas hurdle, normally dominated by Constitution Hill, this time dominated by Sir Gino. Returning from 364 days off the track after that near fatal injury. How will he come back? That is the big question. Undoubtedly, he is the most talented horse in training, in my opinion. But how will he come back from that injury? That's something we need to see. If he wins this, he's probably going to be about 6-4 for the champion hurdle, of course. But we need to see him do it, unfortunately. I'd rather wait than trying to pre-guess what he's going to be like when he visits the track on Boxing Day. And I'd rather back him at 6-4 if he's back in rude health on the day. As for Boxing Day, he's currently 4-7. Golden Ace, 4-1, the fighting fifth winner. Celtic Dino, probably going to make the pace, 7-1. Rubo, a Kempton regular and a Kempton specialist, 20-1. 40-1, Tripoli Fly, who reverts from fences back to hurdles and gets first-time cheap pieces. And Give It To Me OJ, a 4-year-old rate, 141, with not many places to go, is 50-1. But like we say, this revolves around Sir Gino, right? How good is Sir Gino? But more importantly, how much ability does he retain following that injury? That's the big question that's going to be answered in this race. I love the horse to death. You all know, anybody that's followed me for the longest period of time know the ups and downs I've been through with this horse and how much I love him. I hope he's back to his best. But would I be putting my cash on him at 4-7? Unfortunately, I just wouldn't. I just want to see how he comes back to action. Golden Ace is the one that's likely going to pick up the pieces if Sir Gino does not perform. Now, you have to take that into consideration. I really hope Sir Gino does. I think he's a 180 horse, in my opinion. But if he doesn't perform here, the 5-year-old, and he's really has suffered something from that injury, some after effects from that injury, then Golden Ace looks a very big price at 4-1. Other than that, Tripoli Flyer is the one that interests me the most, only because of how well he won when he was here last year at Kempton. He gets cheap pieces on for the first time. I'm not sure that's his issue. I'm not. He was quite a keen horse. I'm not sure cheap pieces are the answer to his problems, but Fergal O'Brien stuck cheap pieces on, but he should be outclassed by these, really. but 40 to 1. Stranger things have happened in these Grade 1 2-mile hurdle races, as we've seen. But let's all just hope Sir Gino is back to his best and the star is back shining. Okay, let's move over to our second Grade 1 that we're going to speak about, and it's over at Leopardstown. It's the 220. It's the Racing Post Novice Chase. The Racing Post Novice Chase is back this year. Romeo Coolio heads to market 4-6. Salvatore Mundi 4-1. July Flower 5-1. Irish Panther 10-1. Westport Cove 20s. Nürburgring 33s, and it's any price you like. Break My Soul. He's gorgeous and serene. Yeah, another odds-on favourite in these Grade 1s, Romeo Coolio. Should he be odds-on, though? He won the Drinmore last time in good style, beating Gold Dancer. I thought had a bit of a false rating of 153, having won during the summer months. It was a bit of a weak Drinmore. It wasn't a vintage renewal, if you like. He won it on the bridle. He won his chasing debut previous to that by 14 lengths. The market loves a wide margin winner. As you can see, between the price comparison between Romeo Coolio and Salvatore Mundi slammed Romeo Coolio at Aintree over hurdles last year. That was just 2 starts ago for Salvatore Mundi. That was 3 starts ago for Romeo Coolio. Salvatore Mundi came out 29 days ago at Thurles and was beaten by Kappa J Pike. Now, I thought Salvatore Mundi actually shaped really nicely, despite defeat at 1-7. The horse was making his own run, and he was very keen. He was very fresh. It was his first start of the year. He's only a 5-year-old. I just thought it was just get him out and get all that freshness out of him, really. A lot of Willie Mullins horses get beat first time out. A lot of these really good horses get beat first time out, and they come on significantly for the run. This would have been Salvatore Mundi's early season target. I'd say the Drinmore would have been Romeo Coolio's early season target. And now these two are clashing. And I cannot believe for the life of me the price discrepancy between one and the other. I think Romeo Coolio is a very, very good horse. I just think that he is not an outstanding horse. But I think his 2 races over fences this season have allowed him to be flattered quite significantly. Salvatore Mundi, in retrospect, has to produce a bit more than he has been doing. But on his day, he's a very, very good horse. And he's a much better horse than Romeo Coolio, in my opinion. I know it's going to irk a lot of people, but in my opinion. So I think it's very, very interesting that he's 4-1 and Romeo Coolio is 4-6. So I think there's only one bet for me to be having in this 220, and that is on the Mundi, Salvatore Mundi. Right, the big one over at Kempton, it is the King George. Wow, what a cracker we got. £142,000. 8 runners go to post, so each way betting is live. Gaelic Warrior heads to market 3-1. These are just general. These are the best prices that I'm reading to you at the moment. The time, it's the 23rd. It's 3:00 in the afternoon. Gaelic Warrior 3-1 favourite. Django Bay, Seen Some Sport, is joint favourite 3-1. Fat to File 10-3. The Jukebox Man 13-2. Jello 14s. Banbridge, Visor first time 16-1. LA Francais 18-1. Master Chewy 150-1. First start after a wind up. Last year's winner Banbridge was very, very impressive, I thought, in winning this race, and is now rocking up as a 16-1 shot. That'll tell you the depth of this race this time around. Is Banbridge the wrong price? I think so. With Sean Bowen on, I definitely think he's the wrong price. I think he should be half that, and I think he has solid claims, especially with the ground drying in his favour. I think anybody in their right mind would not put you off a couple of quid on last year's winner Banbridge at 16-1. However, let's look at this a bit deeper. Gaelic Warrior and Fat to File are just a class above, is my opinion, in this race. And Gaelic Warrior has been tailor-made for this race for quite some time. You're going to see a lot of media saying, oh, the ground's gone against Gaelic Warrior. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Doesn't need the ground deep at all. 3 miles around Kempton, speedy 3 miles around Kempton, right-handed track, absolutely what he wants. He's still improving, in my opinion. He's a 7-year-old going on 8-year-old. He has got lots more to offer yet. Fat to File, again, could come on for that run when second to Gaelic Warrior at Punchestown. What a brilliant race that John Durkin was, by the way. What an absolutely cracking race that was. He could come on quite significantly for that. He's never really quite struck me as a proper 3 miler, though. Maybe he won't have to be at Kempton. Kempton is a bit of a soft 3 miles, but just not sure that this would be as suitable for him as it would be for Gaelic Warrior, whereas Punchestown was probably much more suitable for Factor File than it was for Gaelic Warrior. So I think Gaelic Warrior is the one to be with. Django Bay, I couldn't have. I can't believe this money coming for Django Bay. I tipped him and backed him as the nap of the day in the Ladbrokes 1965 Chase at Ascot in 22nd of November. Beating Pictory and beating Gidley Park is not quite good enough to go and win this. Now, he could come on a ton for it. Step up to 3 miles is a bit of an unknown for him. Will he stay? Will he not? Will he improve for it? Maybe he will. But Gaelic Warrior is a very, very high bar to be trying to prove your effectiveness at 3 miles, I think. Paul Townend on Gaelic Warrior as well. Lots to like about Gaelic Warrior. I just think he is a class above at the moment. Factival, I do think that his conditions are not these and would be better suited elsewhere, but he's here nonetheless, and it definitely has to be a danger to all. The Jukebox Man, we've not even touched on yet. The Jukebox Man looked exceptional, beating subsequent winner Iroko at Haydock on his seasonal return. He looks a cracking horse to me. The fact that he's gone round here, he's whizzed round here, beat Highland in fine style in the Grade 1 on this card last year in the Quarto Star. Like, that is a great stepping stone into this race. He is a fabulous, fabulous horse. And then you've got Jello, who has already been slammed by Gaelic Warrior last year at Aintree, but he was out of sorts at that time. He had run poorly behind Factifile, beating 65 lengths at Cheltenham. He'd run poorly, beating 37 lengths, beaten by Gaelic Warrior at Aintree. But this just might suit him 3 miles around Kempton on fairly decent ground. And he's got claims as well. He's got small claims as well. Banbury's with the first-time advisor got claims. What a race. What a race. I'm so glad that I backed Gaelic Warrior anti-post, so I didn't have to sit here and play around too much with this race. But my colours are nailed to the mast, I do think. And my opinion has not changed since I made the bet that Gaelic Warrior, I think, should be winning the King George. But what a race. There will be no doubt about it. Whoever wins this is going to be very prominent in a Gold Cup market for certain, because this, my friends, is a very, very deep race indeed. But Paul Townend, Gaelic Warrior, go to work, lads. Go to work. Whatever you're betting on Boxing Day, please do it responsibly. There is so much racing on offer. Head over to the DC Network to help you with all your betting, the tools. It'll put you off bets, which is what it's supposed to do. There's market movers over there. There's a racing odds centre over there. Everything you need, even the live football scores are over there, are on www.dc-network.co.uk. And until next time, my friends, Merry Christmas and be lucky.